And now, this has been the movement of General Michael Langley so far in the last 2 months. He was in the Ivory Coast from April 24th to 25th to meet the Ivorian leadership and also deliver remarks at the opening ceremony of Flintlock 2025. Now, Flintlock is a branch of AFRICOM started in 2005. It is a yearly combined special operations exercise between the American military, African, and NATO. General Langley was there and presented a statement, and I quote from him, 20 years of Flintlock and our resolve is stronger than ever. Together with our partners and allies, we are forging lethal forces ready to deter aggression and win in the battlefield. Ladies and gentlemen, end of quote. I wish what he said, however, were true, because in the last 20 years, what has rather happened in Africa is the birth and the spread of terrorism across this continent. The last 20 years has rather been the worst period for Africans who have had to undergo these threats on a daily basis. What has rather happened, according to U.S. aid operations in Africa, is that they were funding terrorism. This is now a fact, and I'll play the video soon for those who are yet to see it. So, this General Langley guy's statement is nothing but a mountain pile of cow dung, ladies and gentlemen. They are only here to work in the interest of those who have put them here. As a matter of fact, believing a military general's word is comparable to choosing to sleep next to a lion because you think it's cute. Ladies and gentlemen, your naivety won't go unpunished because they are the first line of officers to carry out orders in the exact manner as they have been given. That's just by the way. Now moving on. From April 14th to May 23rd, he participated in a military exercise called African Lion. This military event was organized and conducted across 4 African host countries, namely Morocco, Tunisia, Senegal, and now Ghana as a new West African host. My own country. African Lion is now the largest annual military exercise in Africa by the U.S. and NATO. The actual exercise involves over 50 nations and a total of 10,000 troops. The ultimate purpose is for counterterrorism and regional security cooperation to safeguard the interests of the U.S. and NATO member countries in Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, nothing more, nothing less. Bear this in mind, that the U.S. and NATO are not here for your protection, but for their interests.